Hello everyone, I'm Never. Welcome to my channel. We're getting into art, pixel art again for this week, and I hope you are with me on the assemblage of pixels and their coolness. Also, please check out our Never, which is where I post my non-pixel art, although it is made of pixels, art. Mostly my comics, but occasionally I will post other things. So do please give it a check and like this video if you guys enjoy it. Hoping that this can become a more broadly watched series. So here we have Monster of the Abyss, number 25. Is he sticking his tongue out at me? And he's wearing a skull? Helmet? Or is that his actual head? Your axe, everything. Look good. I give it a strong, I don't know. I'm gonna say 7 out of 10? 8 out of 10 if it was like half the number of pixels and more super pixely. Not because that would make it better, just be more closer to the game that I want to play. Transformation spell from my new action RPG, Boons and Burdens. What do you think? Well, gosh. Okay then, it's quite an animation. The amount of time and effort put into I really prefer frame-based cell animation the most. Like all that vector stuff, the paper doll things, don't like it. But also personally myself, I don't like doing self-based animation because it's so time consuming. And so doing it at a pixel art level, even more so, that is so much more work. So kudos to you, and this is great. Something happened with his eyebrows. His eyes, when he punches down, look like they're going... That looks a little bit weird. Otherwise, really, really good. There's just something... His eyes are like flicking open when he punches down, and it doesn't look quite right. My tips. 18 plus bridge. Maybe we skip it. It looks like it's just visually nauseating, maybe. Asked for feedback a while ago. Here's the intermediate results in game. Oh, good. Something that can be played. I do like this size and scaling, and it's definitely got like a tile set, clearly. That's nice. Oh, feedback for what part of it? All of it? I mean, it looks cute. Looks fun to play. I don't play games of this sort ever recently, but I would like to. I'm assuming it's some kind of puzzle world game. Don't know. Or RPG or something. If it's well done, I would love to play it. It looks good. I don't have any particular feedback other than that I don't know what's going on. It looks like there's a health bar and a magic bar or something with those tree branches, which is like a nice design, or it's just coincidentally over the screen right now. But I think it's UI. That's a good idea. I like that. Don't think that's how trees grow. It looks odd. Tree leaves, I guess, tend to go up. They don't evenly distribute below and above because they're trying to hit the sun. So it doesn't look realistic as a tree branch. I get that it is a tree branch. It just looks odd that they're evenly distributed on both sides. Not that cutting off the bottom ones would necessarily make it look better. I guess they kind of need to be more angle on, maybe. Made a small burger. I like the thumbnail. Just starting out, and feedback is welcome. Oh, it's like burger time. I never played that game, but I saw a video of it. Something like you build a burger in the game, like one layer by layer. It's kind of that. Simple games like that are fun. I guess because the reward and payback is pretty quick, so the loop is really short and tight. Well, it's gonna make me hungry if I watch this too many more times. Onions and tomatoes. Is that the right stack order for? I guess it's arbitrary, but I guess they should be on the bottom because heat rises and you don't want those things to be hot. So actually, maybe that's right. It is backwards compared to the burgers that I get here in Canada. They would put those toppings, reverse. So like condiments on the patty, but then tomato, lettuce, onion stuff goes zoop the other way on top of that instead of below. But I don't think that's wrong. I think you should put it like that. Maybe it's just less stable. I think that's more the issue. You would squirt out and topple the burger. But as far as temperature, you're probably going to keep the right things the right temperature if you do it the other way around. Maybe worth a shot. I think maybe it could just be a little bit better if the outlines were not black. Because for food, a little bit less appetizing with the black outlines if they were, darker shades of the colors that they are. But that's a lot more effort. And even I don't like doing that in my art. So don't blame you for not doing it. I accidentally deleted my posts. Well, that's unfortunate. This is really good though. It almost looks photographic or painted. So let's move inside, but it's cool. It's really good. It'd be good, I don't know, album cover or something. Like Night of the Scythe guy. Yeah, I'm not in the band. Just a tiny camel, idle and walk cycle. Oh. Okay. So before, when I said that the first one would be like better, another point up, if it was half the number of pixels, this is the amount of pixels I was thinking of. It's like low enough so that you, like, the ear is one single pixel, the eye is one single pixel, the leg can only be 1 pixel wide. This is like good pixel art for me, because again, one of my pixel rules is that the art should have to suffer a little bit for being in that medium, for making that choice to be pixel art. And here you can really feel it. It's really textured. You can almost feel the hard Lego edges of the pixels grinding into your palms. So I really like this. The little thing, his clothes, I guess you call it. I don't know. The hump cover, the lasso. I know all my camel terminology, the knobby knees and everything, even the tail. Every bit of this is exactly right. So great. This is 9 out of 10. I'm going to save the 10 out of 10 for, I don't know, nothing probably. Does it look like he's praying? Is it a snail? Oh, you. No. His hands aren't together. You gotta have your hands together to be praying. He looks like he's just taking a breather between fighting that snail, because it's been a difficult fight, and he's just like, okay. As soon as this thing comes back out again, I wish I had some salt. No, don't look like he's praying. Do you want him to look like he's praying? Did somebody say that he looked like he was praying, and you were like, that's not what I was going for at all? So if that's the case, then no, it doesn't look like. You gotta have your hands together, your head bowed to be praying. If you're not doing that, if your head's up, you're gonna see the angels or whatever. Which, that's like a rule. It's like the tooth fairy rule. You gotta be asleep or they won't show up. So no, you're fine. It's cool. I don't know what's going on here, what the context is, but it's interesting. There's no ground. Is there gonna be ground later? It's always refreshing in your screen to have a dip in the wilderness. Also, water is essential for survival. Okay. You've got your magic or your energy and your hearts. It's not increasing anything. We're just testing. Ooh. Water skin. Oh, you're that's not, you don't need to go fully bodily into the water to refill your canteen. You can just like zoop, dip it with your hands. It looks nice. Again, this is the kind of game I'd like to play. I like these kind of cute games with things where all the elements of the screen I feel like are just a tile set. I like that. It's like collectible or something. It's good. So 8 out of 10. Good. But you don't need to go in the water to refill your skin. That's like coincidentally your canteen got filled in. But also you're soaking wet. You should be able to drink the water from your clothes if you're wet enough. Anyways, I drew house from a film. The film up. You mean you drew the house from the film up? For my ocarina. None of that makes any sense, but okay. Yep, it's very colorful. I like it. But yeah, you're missing a couple words in that title. I thought you were drawing house, like the doctor guy, but no. Yeah. I mean, I don't remember the movie, so I don't know if that paint scheme is correct. I think probably it is. Otherwise, why would you randomly pick those colors? It's probably supposed to be way more balloons, right? The real movie had like 1 million more balloons than this. But I'm not going to fault that. You got to fit it on the screen, the canvas, so it's good. This is 7.9 out of 10. No reason why you're not getting 10 out of 10. It's just don't think that's a negative. That's not a negative. A banner I made for a friend. What? What's going on? Are we in the attic between floors? I think you have a mice problem. Pied Piper's gonna have to stop by here and I don't know what's going on. It's scary. They're kind of cute, but also definitely pest control problem here. Element switching will be a crucial part of Emberbane, both for platforming as well as combat. Emberbane sounds great. Oh, it's like a fighter. Ooh, nice, like weapon transitions. I like the. I gotta want to play that one. So yeah, that's nice. But also the hammer, the animation of the hammer is very cartoony and good, and the little blue whip thing. And those are, really good. I have played a game called Battle Toads or something. I can't say that I ever actually played it well. I just wanted to see the animations in the game, and this kind of reminds me. Well, it doesn't remind me of this at all, but I guess it did. Very good. What is this? Okay, Emberbane. I mean, fighters, they're more fun with friends, because then you can laugh over how you pulled off some amazing combo and you didn't even know. You're just smashing buttons. This is good. I made a skull. Oh, without a K. Oh, a school. Okay, whatever. Oh, it's all trippy. It's interesting. I like it. It's got a poison. Man, this guy has not done well. So, first of all, he's clearly already dead. And then took yet another arrow to the head. A poison one at that. But he's already dead, so you don't need to shoot him again. And he clearly took a heavy hit with like a cleaving weapon to the skull earlier, which is now gone. So we're gonna say that's what killed him, and not the arrow, because the arrow wouldn't still be dripping poison after so long. Wow, it's dripping down the shaft. Wonder why? How much poison did they lay in this thing with? Is it poison? Maybe it's just goop. Maybe it's just slime, algae. You got shot with an algae bow. I mean, more photosynthesis for you, I guess. The teeth are odd. What are they doing? They're like candles, or like little. I don't want to say worms, but I did. So they have a little bit of this. Everything about this is well done and good. I don't know what's going on, but it's great. Even the glitching is nice. 8.2 out of 10. 8.2. My hand-drawn landscapes. Check out my. I'm not gonna check out your profile. You guys can check out his profile though. Planets. Hand-drawn. Everything here should be hand-drawn. To be clear, I'm hoping. Please, don't use brushes. Use brushes. A pixel brush. Better be all hand-drawn. You know who you are if you're not doing it. Looks like it's kind of sitting in the mountains though. It's not. It doesn't look like it's in space. That middle one, anyways, like a big ice cream scoop. It's just there. Probably because it's not. It is actually. It is illuminating the mountains. Maybe just not enough. I don't know. I'm not sure how to fix that. It just feels like it's sitting in the mountains and like an ice cream sundae. The other ones are probably fine. The stars are all sprayed around quite densely, actually. I feel like they would dissipate a bit. The stars are a bit too much to really feel like a star field. They're all the same in density, which isn't realistic. This one's a lot better, actually, for the stars. I don't know what's going on with the lines here. The little comet. You can't see it. This is a lot better, like a lot better. This feels more like it's in the sky. It is still framed by the little mountains, so again, it feels a bit like an ice cream bowl. But it's not. I don't want to make it feel negative or bad. You're not going to watch this video anyways. Ooh. Well, these colors are just unrealistic. I don't know how you'd ever achieve this in real life. Definitely this one's the best one by a lot, because it's a realistic color scheme. Looks really good. I guess that was just a bit bright. Yeah, the stars are just not as good. The stars are a lot better here. Less of them. They seem to fade out a bit at the bottom. Good. This one's just psychedelic and maybe good for a poster. Let him cook. What are you doing? I don't think that's cooking. I think that's brewing. You making a potion? Doesn't look very healthy. That shade of green always means it's spoiled or it's gonna turn you into some kind of toad. So I don't know if we want to let you finish. Herbert, what are you making? Do you guys trust Herbert? I'm gonna give Herbert's a good pixel count level. I like the chunkiness. Again, he's 10 out of 10 on the chunky scale. Gonna give him an 8.8. 8.8. You're good. You should be in the game, whatever game you are. My latest pixel art portrait. I hope you like it. Reference pick and cut. No, that's okay. I trust that you are representing the person quite well. It's a good portrait. Faithful transition. Doesn't look like it's in the game, which is a negative because I'm always looking for things to be in games. But yeah, good, quite good. I don't really know how you'd improve it actually. Yeah, there's a bit of a divot in that one spot, but maybe the original person has that. It's like a perfect, probably, recreation of the photo. So good work on that. Keep up your pixel art skills. Kirby. I haven't actually played a Kirby game beyond Smash Brothers, which isn't really a Kirby game. So I don't know if this is what a Kirby game would look like. Doesn't have to. It could be whatever you want. I like these little other alien creature enemy guys. Why does Kirby have two little pink pixels on top of his head? Is that supposed to be there? Looks like little ears. I don't think Kirby has ears. I like the ceiling thing, the little spiky thing, and the little Clefairy or whatever that is, the little blue thing below that's just the green thing flipped over. Looks good. 7.2 out of 10. Like it. Blue Night thoughts. Is it Blue Night? Yes. Are there any stars? There doesn't have to be. It looks cloudy. Mountains. Maybe a little bit too pointy. Just take off one single pixel. Mountains aren't quite that pointy. That one here is good. That one's a little bit too pointy. That one's much too pointy. Yeah, okay. This one back here, winner. Best mountain. 6.4. Mostly because it's just a background. I like foreground objects and people and things that are alive. But again, anything over a 5 is great, actually. 0 is where it's like, I just don't care. 0 is not like bad. 0 is just like, meh, like no interest. Negative is where it starts to get overtly bad, like you're violating the pixel grid or something. All right, Pixel Noob here made a little house, or lil. What does this say, you guys? Somebody translate it. Is it a bad word? If it's a bad word, I gotta censor it. Do they have AC in Japan? I thought they didn't have AC. Maybe they do. Anyways, hi Kat. This is pretty good work for a Pixel Noob. A lot of detail. Would like to play the game where this is a scene you have to go into. Please draw some characters to live in here and serve me my whatever. I can't read the menu, but yeah, I'd like some whatever they're serving. I don't know what kind of restaurant this is. It's probably not a restaurant. I don't even know what that says. It probably says car dealership. Goo boy. There's a dog. Oh, there's a dog in here. Okay, he's wagging his tail. That's great. That's cute. All right. Well, again, remember how not super interested in backgrounds? There's a lot of that here. So, 6.7 for the background. But we have sheep. We have Doji wiggling his tail. What is that? A moose. Kind of looks like a moose. If it was taller, I guess it could be a moose. Because of its like here, the head part. I like the whatever these weeds are at the beginning front wiggling around, and that sparkle is, well, I don't know why we have the James Webb sparkle, because the 6-pointed star means it's being observed with the James Webb Space Telescope. The number of points is your camera doing stuff, so that's a bit odd. Why is the sun sparkling like that? Like, I don't get that. The sun's right here. There's no reason for it just to sparkle in that one spot. I do like the little whatever, the bokeh, I guess it's called. That's nice. Yeah, this is all pretty nice. As a whole, 8.9. Except with that, is there something in the cloud? Is that what we're trying to get hinted at? Like there's like an alien spaceship hiding there and it's glinting in the sun? I'm going to go with that because that's super much more interesting. Okay. And then something's going to happen and the dog's going to have to save the day. Save the world, really. So we make a game where a random thing on screen in the opening cutscene is the main character, and you do not pick up on it until some kind of reveal. And like you start touching your keyboard, and you realize, wait, am I moving the dog? Because like there could be some other obvious protagonist, but that's not you. You're like the dog, and it's not obvious why you'd be the dog. That'd be funny. Who said pixel art is cheap and light? Maybe one of the 31 of you that are watching this video do that. I didn't say that. Too many frames for one boss. Okay. Are all these the frames? It looks like a cool whatever this is. What game is it? I mean, I guess it's in the comments. I like him. He's pretty cool. Don't want to fight him. Is he the hero? He could be a hero. Oh, he's the boss. Good. I like him. He's very spiky. And he's like a genie. And he's got the armor. The color use is nice to frame the shape of it so we can read it better, as opposed to Transformer movies where you can't make any sense of anything as soon as they start fighting because there's just a mess of cables and metal, and it's like, what's going on? My eyes are suffering. Just like your TV got turned to static. We added a capybara to our monster collector game. That capybaras aren't monsters, but it's running very happily. It has a very slim waist for a capybara, honestly. I figured they would sort of not be able to run like that. They would just go bum, 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 or like have like little. I don't know how capybaras run. I'm hoping that you checked. This is good. I want to see monsters though. You're teasing monsters, and I don't see any monsters unless the trees are all monsters. You gotta capture them. That sounds interesting. I do like collecting things. So a game built around collecting sounds really good. I picked up pixel art in 2020. It's so long ago. It's cool to see the progression. This is a character from the game I'm working on. In 2017, you had this piece of garbage, which isn't even pixel art. Because look at that flame. That's not pixels. What the heck? 2020, decided to finally get with the pixels. Thank you. Good. And that's okay. It's not moving. Next, 2021, we jank down the pixel count, which is even better. Look at how that flame's moving. That is good. That is much better than, well, the other one's not moving at all. But it's like, it's like disappeared. And the tail's generally the same thickness most of the time. But then in later 21, we just kind of up the storybook quality to sort of LucasArts kind of level, which is really good, actually. I do like the lower detail one, but this is really good. And then 2023, we didn't do anything in 2022, I guess. Just a different pose, but slightly shaded differently. Looks good. And then 2023, blocking. You're going to want to make faster progress if this is all you did, though, because your game is hopefully going to have more characters and not take until 2079 to even have an initial release. But this is really good. Having a cat or whatever that has like a flaming ball head is a really cool idea. I'm intrigued and I want to know more. So I gotta go look into the comments. You guys should be looking in the comments on these posts so you know what games to be watching for. Star Wars. Whoa, R2-D2 got real buff real fast. Okay, I know it's not R2, it's just Darth Maul. Really good though. That's intriguing. I like how the motion you can get so much inferred frames just by going from boop boop. So like you have the sword and then you have one frame here like this, and then the one next frame is just like the whole swoop, and your brain just fills it in because this is probably what 12 frames per second or something. You can get. I didn't realize that when I started doing frame-based animation that you don't have to draw as much as you think you need to do, because the brain does fill it in. It's expecting to see something and it will see what it thinks it's supposed to see. As contrary as we think that is. It's really interesting. You can leverage that. You can sort of trick the eye and sort of tell it in advance, I'm going to be doing this. You're going to see it. Wink, wink. And I'm going to show you the after shot. And we're all going to agree that you saw what I wanted you to see. It works really well. And the last one for today, started doing pixel art a few weeks ago. Oh, another newbie. Here's Carl the Carp Dude. And we usually have a lot of good ones with newbies. People who are just starting out often are quite charming. And this one is no exception. Fish smoking. Don't smoke. But yeah, smoked salmon makes sense here. Although it looks, I think it's like a catfish, right? Then he's wearing a hoodie. This is very funny and very charming. Does he win the day though? Is he the top pixel art that we have seen today? No. He is the most charming, I think. He's making me giggle. I like the idea of smoked salmon. Very, very great first out of the gate. I guess one of the reasons why it wouldn't be my top pick for today is just because pixel art level, or the art resolution, whatever, is too high. Doesn't look like it's in the game, so it sort of dashes my hopes of ever playing with it on a screen, on my screen. It is on my screen right now, but me controlling it with the arrow keys. So I'm going to give you a 9.2 out of 10. Doesn't have a fish body though. No, this is just a drawing. No, the winner today. I do like the dog, and I like. Yeah, there's a lot of lore coming into this, but no, this is not the winner for today. Oh, here we go. The camel. The camel is the winner for today, upping his score to 10 out of 10 because he is a very low resolution, stippy stomping, blinking. His is great. He follows the pixel grid perfectly, I think. He also is suffering for the form and the medium that he's in. So also pro tips. And there should be a third thing. I guess limited palette would be the other one. And clearly there's like what, at most 16 colors, probably 8 or less. So yeah, limited palette, raise the pixel grid. What was the other one? You know, just low res, I guess. No, that wasn't the third one. That's the fourth one. Low res. I forgot what the other is. Suffers for the medium that it's in. So great. Let's name this camel. You probably have a name for him already. You should have told me that in the title. This camel's name is Edwin the camel. You go ahead and shoot. Where's your mouse there? So Edwin is the winner for today, the camel that will not be stopped, and I don't know, he's going to go on his adventures and hopefully he solves the quest and then someone's going to drink out of his hump. I don't know how camels work. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please go check out ArtNeverDot, which is my Reddit subreddit, where I post my comics and rarely other drawings. I probably should post more of my TikTok drawings there, so you guys can download them and enjoy them. So thank you guys so much, and I do hope spread this video to your other friends and tell them about this channel, because I do hope to make this more of a career. So please help me to be more popular, I guess. But I do appreciate each and every one of you, and do tell your friends. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.